Yo, what's up guys, it's lostgriff. Welcome back to another video. Today's video just gonna be talking about which characters I think are the best and which characters are the worst in multiverses right now. Now, I just want to give some credibility real quick. I am a top 500 player right now in multiverses. I've reached top 50 playing Finn. I think I'm like number 51 or something like that on Finn. And I'm number 560 global or something like that. So again, I have more credibility than most people making one's tier lists on YouTube right now. So if you guys want to stick around and see what my opinion is, then we'll see. Now, just as a quick PSA, these are placements I had in the middle of last patch, so I'm gonna have to fix them real quick, and I'm gonna explain to you why I think each character is where.
Now, before this video starts, I want to make a quick announcement. Not only did I start a metafy, but I'm also doing a metafy giveaway for the next 2 days. Whenever you're seeing this, you have until the 18th of November at 2 p.m. to enter this giveaway, and all I need you to do is retweet, follow metafy and me on Twitter, and also leave a comment of your biggest weakness as a player. Overall, if you're a Finn player and trying to learn more about the game, this is an absolutely great way to learn more, and I just think you guys will really enjoy this coaching session. If you want this opportunity to improve at Finn, this is a great way to do it. Anyway guys, hope you enjoy the video.
Alright, so I concluded my opinions. I thought a little bit about it more, and this is what I think is my current opinion on the game right now, and I'm just going to be going through each character and explaining my reasoning, and here we go. So Arya, by far has the best combo game in the entire game right now in terms of 1v1s. Jab and a dagger is so overpowered, it's not even funny. Has just an insanely good matchup spread. Overall, just has such a good neutral with jab, with dare, with all these different tools she has. She's just such a good character. I think you could argue either of these four characters are better than her, but I personally, from my perspective, with her matchup spread, I think she's the best character in the game. Batman, even after battering changes and stuff, I think he still just is so, he needs his frame data nerfed. He's just too quick. Even playing a character like Finn, who has pretty good frame data, feels so suffocating to play against a good Batman. And overall, just his neutral is just so strong. Literally, you can't beat his neutral, especially if a Batman's playing to win and they want to use his battering to the max potential. It's extremely hard to deal with him, honestly. All right, Jake, even though he doesn't have as much cheese anymore, he's still just such a fantastic character. Well, I think he still does just have just as much cheese. It's just, they did nerf the direct thing that made it really good. I don't know, Jake is just really good. If you play a safe and can't be neutral and take your engages very safely, I think overall you can get a ridiculous amount of success with them, and he's just so good, honestly. Superman is top 4 because at the very, very tippity top, we're talking about max potential of a character. Players like Anthos and many others have made this character look absolutely disgusting. Sayer and Nair literally will just kill off stage at 20 on most maps. Scooby's good luck if you're really going to try to beat Anthos. There's a reason why Anthos and J Mafia are at the top 2 with these two characters. Anthos is just a genetic freak. He's a talented player who's playing a character that is basically built for the MMR system, to be completely honest with you. And that's how I view Jake and Superman in the current state. Alright, Shaggy, I think, is also a really strong character. I think this character just is permanently slept on. I think there's a reason why his win rates are so consistently good across the board. His Nair is one of the best in the game. His Dare is one of the best in the game. Charge is still so worth it, and 5 times weaken is actually so crazy. And just he has so many options and tools, and I really just think if you have any sort of interest in Shaggy as a character, I highly recommend picking him up. Alright, Harley is also still in this top area. I think her neutral is way better, or I think her neutral is just way better than most characters in this game. You can't tell me that Jack in the Box with the cooldown perk isn't broken. It's such a good way to cover the space, and even if you do have a projectile to destroy it, she has a million different good burst options she can hit you with that makes her so solid. Iron Giant is actually another one of those characters that is only really insane at the very tippity top. He has so many insane get-off-me tools. People are starting to realize how good he is, overall in 1s and 2s, especially 2s. Iron Giant's getting very popular. And this character is just, with how buggy he is, it's so easy to make him, look so crazy right now. And I don't know, man, I just think he's really good. Alright, you guys can replace either Rick or Morty here. I don't know which one I believe is better, but I just think Rick is just so solid. He is such an underexplored kit. There's just not enough people checking him out. He's such an insane character. If anybody's interested in Rick and wants to play his owner character, or just wants to play his owner character in general, highly recommend this character. I just cannot believe how good he actually can be if you set up portals and play smart. He's just really solid, really solid. So this is what I think is the current top 8. Again, if you really think Morty's better than Rick, I think you could swap these two. They're both really solid picks. So I'm actually going to move Morty up here real quick. All Our good contenders is basically just a tier list, or just a part of the tier list that like shows you could easily beat anybody in this top 8 with these characters. They're just not like, you know, up to that kind of same level, and you know, they're just not as insane as the others. So Morty, I think, is really good. I think he has an insanely good, you know, potential and get off me tools and get out of disadvantage tools. Like being able to just, you know, use his side special with armor is really solid. He has his spaceship, which is really good. His down special is an amazing way to stay alive longer. He also has grenades, which are just insanely good setup tools. His combo game is still pretty decent. His main issue is his kill power, and that's why I don't think he's nearly as good as Rick, is because I think Rick has a lot better kill power while also doing a lot of the same things Morty does. Okay, so addressing Stripe, I think Stripe is a controversial character right now. I think he's really good, but I don't think anybody's playing him anymore, honestly, just because, like, nobody wants to spam the same 3 moves over and over again. I'm a strong believer in the fact that Stripe is the worst character that PFG's ever designed. I think this character needs a massive overhaul. I think everything about his kit is extremely lazy, and it's really just not fun to play against or play as. I think Stripe really needs some work, and I highly recommend PFG, if you're watching this, please go back and look at Stripe's kit. It's really, really, really bad in my opinion, and I don't think it's fun for anybody to play against, and I think most people would agree with me on that. All right, Wonder Woman, I also think is definitely a good contender. She's really solid, but I just think her matchup spread definitely is lacking a little bit. There's a lot of characters that can run Armor Crush against her and completely invalidate her down special. Even though I do believe Wonder Woman's insanely good, I don't know why, I just don't think that she's in this top 8 area anymore. I don't know why. Every single time I play against a Wonder Woman, they still always feel strong, but I just feel like there's so many matchups in which she struggles, and I just feel like it's you could make the argument she's top 8, and I'd like to hear what you guys think about that in the comment section, but me personally, I'm not feeling her strength anymore, man, honestly. All right, Tom and Jerry's still insanely good, very underpicked character, just like most zoners in this game. Just has a lot of really good tools. Even whenever Jerry dies, he can still dynamite. He has really good close-up tools, and I honestly, looking back, I don't think he was as crazy as everybody thought he was. Like on release, like I actually like think a lot of people were kind of like, you know, overreacting about him and overplaying him, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, I've been watching some old Void videos recently, watching Tom and Jerry back in the day, and just watching how cool his gameplay used to be. I just wish more people would pick this character up, because it's been so long since people played Tom and Jerry, and it's just such a breath of fresh air to play against them sometimes. So anybody out there who wants to play Tom and Jerry, I highly recommend it. Bugs Bunny is also in a similar boat as Tom and Jerry. I don't think they're like super similar characters, but I do think they're in similar spots balance-wise. I think after this new, you know, combo exploration with Bugs, I think that's just the slight buff he needed. And I think that now that people are going to be able to get a little bit more combos from there, I think he'll be a lot more, you know, consistent, honestly. LeBron, I think, dropped far distance this patch. He's been getting so many shadow nerfs, and overall, I played against a top 500 LeBron today and 2-0'd him because I just feel like LeBron is really not that crazy anymore. And this is coming from a guy who knew that Finn was actually a losing matchup against LeBron slightly. Meaning, like, LeBron actually does, like, is supposed to beat Finn because, like, shoulder charge doesn't even destroy basketball. In fact, it hits you. So, like, now that I'm at this point, now I can play against a top 500 LeBron and still feel extremely comfortable saying that he's not a top, like, 12 character anymore. I don't know. I just don't think he's that good. I really do think LeBron is just in a weird spot. And I'm kind of surprised how little time he was strong for. Like, I feel like he was only strong for like half a patch. You know what I mean? Like, hashtag bring back LeBron, bro, honestly. All right, Taz, I definitely was sleeping on this character, but after the video with Over 9K, I kind of realized how much potential this character has. Being able to kill at 30 all the time or lower overall just gives him probably some of the best offstage in the entire game, but I think that's pretty much where his weaknesses come in. I think he has probably one of the best offstages in the game, pretty much comparable to Superman. His main issue, though, is definitely just his terrible neutral. His moves in neutral are just so weak. He doesn't really have any crazy disjoints. And there's just a lot of ways to counter him, man. Like, he's nothing crazy, honestly. And I just wish that Taz had a little bit more changes to his kit to have less hurt boxes on a lot of his moves. Over 9K has been asking for the sandwich moves to be, you know, to not have a hurt box anymore for a really long time. So I'm hoping that comes to change his kit. And yeah, overall, recommend anybody who's kind of wanted to play a cheesy character. You're probably going to want to play Jake or Superman over Taz, but Taz is still a fun character to pick up sometimes. Black Adam, I think, is silly because, you know, not because he's bad or anything like that. I just don't think anybody's trying to put in the time to optimize him right now. Like, nobody is showing what his potential is because nobody's trying to optimize him. And as many buffs as he keeps getting, I just don't think he's going to get anywhere above, like, the top of this tier. And I think Steven still is quite a bit better than him. I think Steven's actually, like, really close to being in between good contenders, but I just don't think Steven gets any results to show it. Like, I just don't think Steven gets any results. And I'm sick of acting like, you know, he's this character that's slowly, you know, eventually going to become good, eventually going to become good, eventually going to become good. Somebody's going to get results with him. Somebody's going to show he's good. And nobody does. And once, like, nobody makes his character look good. And it's kind of a shame. Because I feel like he's only really got, like, a lot of results in 2s. And in 1s, like, I just don't know why nobody can really figure out how to do anything with him. I think his up special is insanely good. I think his kit is amazing. I just don't know what's stopping people from getting, you know, getting more value out of him. And I think the main reason why is because there's so many rush down fast characters with disjoints up here. Like, main ones that come to mind is, like, you know, let's think about, like, Jake. You know, he's not rushed down, but he does have some insanely good ways to keep out such a subby character like Steven. Think about Shaggy, who literally can just run him down, dare him a million times, and what's Steven gonna do about it? Harley, you can just out neutral Steven, and just you just think about all these characters and good contenders in top 8, and you kind of realize why Steven's been struggling win rate wise. It's just nobody can seem to figure out how to make him good, even with his stubby, or more especially with his stubby, like, you know, moves and overall lack of disjoints and good neutral tools. The bugs don't help him either. So overall, really a neglected character, unfortunately, and a lot of people, you know, need to check this character out more because I feel like he has a lot more potential. Just nobody's trying him. And again, but with Black Adam, it's the same deal. Gizmo, I just don't think he's in a good spot right now. I think after they buff a few more of his moves, and try to make him good, again, honestly, like, I just don't think, like, I don't know. I just don't think Gizmo without popcorn camping is any good. Like, honestly, like, I just don't think his like tools are super crazy. Like, Car is really good, but like, I just think he's on the same like tier with, like, you know, Steven and Garnet. Like, these 4 are still awesome characters. Sorry, this entire tier is still awesome characters that have potential. They just don't have the results or don't have like the players at the top to represent them. And the only exception here is for this character, and then I'll talk about him. I'll talk about her in a second. So yeah, these 3 characters have potential, and I'm not denying that, but nobody's placing with them except I think also Gizmo has been getting a few like top 5s online. Shout out to the homie Grim. I don't really know him super well, but I keep seeing him place very well, so super happy for him. But overall, just Gizmo popcorn camping. Glad it got nerfed, but I do think a few more of his moves should be buffed just to make it a little bit more in line. Right, Garnet. The only people really doing crazy things with Garnet right now is Stealth BZ. Shout out to you if you're watching this video. But yeah, I think Garnet just doesn't have the results. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Garnet up special is really good. Don't get me wrong, I think her jab is really good and leads into a lot of combos. But if you just look at the amount of bugs and just neglect she has from the devs in terms of buffs and everything like that, dude, she just can't place, man. Like, and I just feel like she doesn't compete super well with like what these characters up here have. I think you could make the argument she's here, especially because there's someone who can place in the top 30 in ranked playing her. But like, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? No, never mind. I'm gonna say she's top of B plus. I'm gonna say final answer, top of B plus. I just don't think Garnet has the placements right now. And even though Stealth loves to argue that she's the worst in the game, I still think she's better than a few of these other characters in this tier. Raindog, I think, has historically had so many players fighting for their lives to make this character viable. I don't think Raindog's doing anything crazy right now, unfortunately. And even though, again, I still think everybody in this tier is super, you know, viable in their own way, I just don't think Raindog's doing anything crazy, and I think he needs a little bit of help again, just to kind of be brought back into the meta. Because even though School Me Once being nerfed does help him 100%, I still think his matchup spread is nothing crazy. I think, you know, being such a big target and having so many characters that can just counter projectiles makes him really hard to play. And yeah, he's just not, I don't know, the main reason with Raindog is that as good as there is Raindog players out there, I think if those same Raindog players would have put the same energy into like Tom and Jerry or like Rick, they would be getting so much more success than they are with Raindog. Maybe that's just me, guys. That's just what I think. I think the worst one's character is Velma, not because she actually is bad, but also just because she's just not built for ones. Like, this meta is just so anti-Velma in ones. Like, look at this. What is Velma gonna do against, you know, Arya, Stripe, Batman, Jake? What is she gonna do against Superman or Shaggy? Like, nothing. Like, all of these characters above her, except for maybe a few of these characters in B+, are basically just anti-Velma. She can't really zone whenever there's literally characters like Rick and Tom and Jerry that do it way better than she does. And I don't know, I think Velma's actually like, you know, F tier. No, I'm just kidding, but I just don't think she's that good in ones, honestly. I don't know, I don't really see it. Alright, I'll admit it. Finn is good. He's somewhere He's somewhere in these two tiers, but I'm not going to reveal where I think he is. Right now, I'm going to plead the 5th just because, you know, the Finn down players are going to come after me, bro. I'm telling you guys. They got me at gunpoint, bro. I can't admit where I think Finn is right now. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, I'd love to say how good or bad I think Finn is right now, but we got to keep the bit going. You know, us on Twitter talking about Finn. We got to keep the bit going, bro. We keep making all these Batman down players on Twitter so angry, and these Arya and Harley down players too. So overall, you know, you already know we definitely gotta head it, you know, keep this downplaying agenda, you know, going on, and not downplaying, more like talking about the actual problems with Finn. You know what I'm saying? So hashtag F tier, hashtag Bell Finn. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I do believe everything in this tier list is pretty accurate to the top level of play right now. Again, the only real misconception, or I guess things you could change, is I think you could swap Morty and Rick. I don't know, these characters are super close and I can't tell which is better. So I don't know, they could definitely either be considered top 8 or they could even be tied. So, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys end up saying and what you guys think about this tier list. And again, thank you guys so much for coming by today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.